What if the future of your city could disappear underground in the blink of an eye, safe from disasters like floods, earthquakes, or even asteroid impacts? It sounds crazy, but a world full of massive underground bunkers is something that is actually becoming more and more realistic. And engineers are already designing futuristic bunkers that could house entire communities. We're not talking about dark, cramped spaces either. These would be equipped with cutting-edge technology and designed for comfort and sustainability. Could these engineering marvels really be the future of urban living? In this video, we're going to dive into how underground bunkers are evolving, what some countries are already doing to move the world underground, and the engineering behind them. We'll even explore whether these underground cities could save humanity. Underground bunkers have changed a lot since the Cold War. Back then, they were mostly built to protect governments and armies from nuclear attacks. While that's still part of their purpose, today's bunkers are used for many other things too. Like in Switzerland, there are already enough bunkers to shelter their entire population, over 8 million people. These bunkers aren't just for nuclear threats. They can also protect people from floods, earthquakes, and even chemical attacks. But that's not all. In some countries, bunkers are designed to do even more. In Helsinki, Finland, they have insane underground shelters that aren't just for emergencies. They double as swimming pools, sports arenas, and even shopping malls. And then, these spaces can just convert back to being shelters in emergencies. This proves that bunkers don't just save lives, they can also be part of everyday life. Another exciting trend is incorporating advanced technology into shelter systems. In South Korea, the government has developed an app that shows people where the nearest public underground shelters are. These high-tech bunkers even have Wi-Fi, solar panels, and smart air filtration systems. And the air systems don't just filter out harmful particles. They have an AI system built in that can monitor air quality in real time and alert people in the bunker of any changes. Now, let's take a closer look at some of the engineering designs that are helping to shape these next-generation underground bunkers. These innovations could really change the way we think about underground living and the possibility of moving the world underground. Self-healing concrete. One of the biggest challenges when building bunkers is preventing cracks from forming, which can make the bunkers weaker over time. But engineers have come up with something amazing called self-healing concrete. This material uses a special bacteria that can fix cracks on their own. When water enters a crack, the bacteria create limestone to fill the gap and make the concrete strong again. This technology has already been tested on bridges and could make bunkers much tougher in the future. Modular bunkers. In areas where bunkers are not already established, having some emergency bunkers available would be really helpful. Modular bunkers are pre-made units that can be shipped and put together quickly in areas that become at risk of a disaster. Engineers use special materials like ultra-strong concrete and graphene, which are super tough but easy to move. This makes them perfect for places hit by hurricanes or wildfires, where time is really important. Vertical farming. Making bunkers more sustainable is another big goal for engineers. One exciting idea is to include vertical farms inside these bunkers. Vertical farms are special indoor gardens where plants grow on tall shelves instead of traditional farming that's spread out in fields. In order for these types of farms to work, they would use something called hydroponic systems. These types of systems are set up so that the plants grow in water filled with nutrients instead of soil. Hydroponics is also very efficient because it uses less water than normal farming and can be controlled to give plants the perfect growing conditions. This is why it would be ideal for small, closed spaces like bunkers, where soil and sunlight might not be available. With vertical farms, people living underground could grow vegetables and fruits right inside their bunker, helping them stay healthy even during long emergencies. Fun fact: NASA already uses hydroponics to grow food on the International Space Station. So, once engineers figure out all the advanced designs for bunkers, could we actually move entire cities underground? If we did, bunkers wouldn't just be for emergencies. They would become part of our everyday lives. Some architects and engineers are already imagining huge underground cities with homes, schools, workplaces, and even parks. These cities would be built to survive disasters like tsunamis or earthquakes, keeping people safe no matter what happens above ground. Tokyo is already testing some of these ideas with its GCANS project. This is a giant system of underground tunnels and silos that help stop floods by directing water away from the city. Even though it's not a traditional bunker for people to live in, it shows how underground spaces can protect millions of lives. Engineers could use what they've learned from projects like this to create future underground cities where people could actually live. Another exciting idea is to combine bunkers with renewable energy technologies. Engineers are already working on using geothermal energy, which takes heat from deep inside the earth to power and heat spaces. They are also looking at underground hydrogen storage, which could provide clean energy for entire communities. With these technologies, living underground wouldn't just be possible, it could also be sustainable and environmentally friendly. But, of course, building advanced bunkers comes with challenges. Digging deep requires careful planning to avoid problems like disturbing groundwater or causing landslides. Engineers can use ground freezing, a method that temporarily hardens soil to keep construction safe when digging out the bunkers. Living underground can also feel isolating without sunlight or open spaces. To help, architects are using biophilic designs, which means they are adding natural elements like plants and water features to make underground spaces feel more comfortable and welcoming. Fun fact finale: Norway is home to the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, aka the Doomsday Vault, which is a massive underground bunker that could one day save humanity. This Doomsday Vault is buried deep in a mountain in the Arctic so that it could be safe from all types of global disasters. And it serves a very important purpose for the future of the planet. Its job? To store and protect seeds from all over the world. The vault holds more than 1 million different seed samples, representing crops like wheat, rice, and corn, plants that people depend on for food. If a global disaster like a massive drought, war, or even climate change wiped out certain crops, scientists could use the seeds from the vault to replant and regrow what was lost. The mountain also helps by keeping the seeds naturally cool and dry, which is important for long-term storage. Engineers built the facility to last for centuries, no matter what happens on the surface of the earth. It shows how underground spaces can be used to protect not just people, but the resources we need to survive. So, this vault could literally save the future of humanity. And there you have it. Cold War shelters have come a long way to today's futuristic designs. And these underground bunkers are evolving at an incredible pace. Engineers are tackling all sorts of challenges to create underground spaces that are both safe and livable. So, could the future of urban living really be underground? If today's engineering advancements are any indication, the answer might just be yes. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed learning all about the future of living underground and how this underground world is evolving. Be sure to check out our other videos, like our intro to the engineering behind survival bunkers or the history of Cold War bunkers. And remember to like and subscribe to our channel because engineering is for everyone.